Hello everyone, and welcome to just a brief video just about my initial impressions of the Apache module for DCS. So I've not had as much time for this module as I would have liked, what with the whole getting the plague thing, but I still have played a little bit with it and been very much impressed with what I've seen so far. Background visuals of this video are just me trying an instant action mission, the Tbilisi Guard mission that comes with the module. And I did this to mixed success, as we'll see as we go through. Now, as for the module itself, as I said, I've been really impressed with it so far, in terms of how well they've handled the early access. I think it's in an incredible state. It's just a week out of early access now, and it's looking really good. There are a lot of features that are fully implemented. Both seats work absolutely perfectly. The George AI seems pretty decent. You can fire the rockets, the Hellfires, and the main gun from both positions. Is really, really good fun. The new work that they've done on the infrared display is looking fantastic. And so there's definitely nothing that jumps out as like a major missing feature. There are, of course, features they are planning to add, so the radar being the big one, which will lead to the radar Hellfires, which will give you some fire and forget capability, which will certainly be good. Certainly looking forward to that. But it's nothing that I'm looking at and thinking, oh, this module is really incomplete without it. I think it's fantastic state it's in right now. And bug-wise and flight model-wise, there's no issues that I've really come across that I've noticed, so really good state. As for how the module handles, it's actually a lot simpler than I thought it would be. I was a bit worried in the lead-up. You see some of the videos from Wags and worrying that, oh, this is going to be like the A10. I do like the A10, but it takes a long time to learn. And actually, I was quite pleasantly surprised. A lot of the systems are really quite easy. Rockets are a good example. It looks really complicated until you try it out, and then you realize that actually it makes a lot of sense. Same thing for the Hellfire launching. Yeah, a few buttons to learn, a few things that you need to assign, but then when it comes down to it, it's mostly point at the target, press the laser designate, and fire the big rocket. And once you get used to its a bit of funny or trim controls, it's actually really easy to fly. Certainly once you've got it nicely trimmed, you can fly it without touching the stick, which is something I didn't expect from a helicopter module. It's quite speedy for a helicopter. Very, very maneuverable. You can do things like barrel rolls without much issue there. And it's quite forgiving in terms of landing. You can land with quite a lot of force and still make it back. In terms of the effectiveness of the Apache as a weapons platform, certainly the Hellfires would be my standout for it. You can get one-shot kill on most vehicles that you hit with it. Really quite accurate if your pilot's capable of holding position and your CPG's capable of maintaining that line of sight. You can really do a lot of damage, and with the possibility of mounting 16 of those, that is a lot of dead enemy tanks for one sortie. The rockets I've not played around with too much, but they seem pretty standard, pretty capable in terms of rockets. You can get a decent amount of accuracy with them, since you are firing from a helicopter, not a plane. The gun is a bit more of a mixed bag. It is a hell of a lot of fun to fire, but I think it's best described as a automatic grenade launcher rather than any kind of high accuracy gun. It has some hideously low accuracy on its rounds. When they do hit hard. They are 30mm high explosive round, and so sort of one shell will take out a light armored vehicle. But at the same time, you're generally spraying an entire area. I still love using the gun, but it certainly is got its limits there. So I'm absolutely happy with my purchase, really enjoying this so far, and did actually get this for my birthday from my wife, so thank you to my lovely wife for picking this module up for me, and I'll certainly be using it a lot more going into the future. I've already got a multiplayer session recorded that I'll be editing soon, and hopefully I'll be putting a lot more Apache content coming out in the near future. If you have any questions about the modules, do just leave them below. I'm not an expert, but I'll be able to answer anything that I can test quickly. Otherwise, I hope you all take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.